Good morning, welcome to What Ate Wednesday. I hope everyone is having a good day, or at least as good as you can, given the circumstance. I started today actually with orange juice and some saltine crackers, as well as all the vitamins that I have to take this morning. Since I've doubled my iron, I've started feeling a little nauseous in the morning, so now I take it with some crackers as well. Main thing is you have to wait an hour before you can have like the stuff that I usually have for breakfast, like coffee and eggs, just for it to get better absorbed. So yeah, I just have to wait, which leads me into my next thing. But for now, yes, I have some coffee with the silk creamer, as well as the it's a decaf coffee, but as well as some almond milk, and then eggs. So on toast, and I did the sweet kale mixture, as well as we have some leftover mushrooms. We did a mushroom stroganoff a few days ago. So yeah, on that, and the bread is so good. It's a sunflower flaxseed bread. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, well, you kind of can. It's delicious. Very good. So, like I said, because I have to wait an hour before I eat certain things, I usually get up and then take my pills and then just lounge around, I guess, for an hour, because if I start moving around, like taking the dogs out or just doing stuff around the house, I start feeling lightheaded. So, just because I haven't eaten much. So I just kind of lounge around, kind of watch some TV or watch some Netflix in bed. Anyways, and then one of the schools called me, the vice principal of the school that I was, I guess, let go for the rest of the year, just because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And anyway, so he called me, and so I was talking to him on the phone, and basically they want me to come back on board and do online lessons, which I'm already doing for the other school, but that school just didn't at first. Anyway, so that's really good. So then he's like, oh, let me show you the platform that we're using for video conferencing. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I'll just create a meeting right now. And I was like, oh my God, crap. But I had my pajamas on. I have, my hair was all anyways. And so then I had to video conference with him, and I'm pretty sure he could tell I was still wearing my pajamas, because I was like, oh, haha, not in teaching mode yet, or not looking in teaching mode yet. He's like, oh, haha, yeah, that's okay. And I was like, oh, embarrassing. And it wasn't even it was 8:30, so realistically I should have been up already. But I mean, I was up. I got up at 7:45, but oh my gosh, I felt bad, and I was like, oh, I couldn't have at least done my hair, or I tried to pull it back. I was looking around my computer. I was like, why do I not have an elastic? But even so, yeah, you could definitely tell I was in my pajamas. Embarrassing. But that's really good news. So yay. So now we'll be back to teaching starting next week, 4 days a week, and then my 1 day at the vet. So back to almost normal schedule. My vet days have decreased from 20 hours a week to 8.5, but aside from that, that's pretty good. So just a little chatty morning. Oh dear. Anyways, I am now having my delicious breakfast. The schnauzers are right here next to me. We wanted to. I already gave you a tiny piece of plain toast, just at the very corner that doesn't have anything on it, no egg, or yeah. Very good. And then we'll get on with our day. Oh my goodness, I had another teacher phone call, and then I have an actual 2-hour teacher meeting this afternoon. So busy. So I'm gonna make lunch. Yesterday our meeting was at 12:30, and I was like, oh, I'll eat after. And then it went to just after 2:30, and I was starving through it. So today, since obviously only starting later, I'm gonna eat earlier. So we have some leftovers from yesterday that I'm going to eat. However, I'm also going to make some extra veggies, because I'm really trying to eat more vegetables. Plus, if you saw on my Instagram, my friend has she does a lot of growing veggies in her garden. So she dropped off a whole bunch of stuff, which then I spent so long cleaning, even though she's not sick, but in general, you fresh veggies, or all veggies, you clean and then plus, you know, they were actually handled by, anyway, so just lots of cleaning. But lots of kale, some romaine lettuce, and collard greens, which I had, or I made for the first time like 3 days ago. And I might have had them once in a restaurant, I don't know, but I think I ate it for the first time, and it was pretty good. So I'm gonna do the same thing, except last time I dumped in a little bit too much of the red pepper flakes. So it was very, almost unbearably spicy, like bitter spicy, so I won't add too much. But yeah, I was looking and I only found kind of 2 ways to make it. One took, like, you simmer it with, like, well, meat broth, but vegetable stock, and then it's like simmer it for like 45 minutes, which I was like, I'm not doing. So there was another one which you just kind of fry it up and it gets kind of crispy, and that takes like 5 minutes. So we're going with that one again. Maybe I'll see if I'll add any other things, but yeah, I'll show you what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna make these collard greens. All right, so I've washed them again because you can never be too careful. So what we're gonna do, and this is, I think I was looking at a recipe from Cookie and Kate. So you just wanna basically devein, or just like to get the very big one out. All these little veins are fine, but I don't know what I could do with this. I guess I could probably stir fry it, but for now, I'm not going to. And then just put them like that and off to the side. And basically we're just gonna do that for all of our leaves and then use them at the very end. So this one is bigger, I'll put this at the bottom. And it's kind of like spinach in the way that when you cook it, they get a whole lot smaller. Dan was like, when I brought it out, or when we had it last time, he was like, what, that's all there is? I'm like, well, I didn't make all of it. And he's like, but didn't you have like a whole lot more in the pan when you started? I'm like, yeah, it's like spinach. So anyway, I looked, actually we don't have any more garlic. We're out of garlic. No, I have like the Costco bin garlic, but it's not as good as fresh garlic. So I think instead of garlic, I'm gonna add some onions, I guess. Yeah, that could still have good flavor. Plus I still will do the red pepper flakes. All right, there's a couple more. If anyone knows an alternate way of making this that doesn't take like 45 minutes, or just another way, or what to do with this. I wonder if it does taste good. Oh, it's very chewy. Actually, it tastes good. It's just, yes, very chewy. I wonder, oh, now I almost do want to keep them and try to stir fry them. All right, I shall do that. Just see if I can. And this one is a half one. What happened to this? That's okay. All right, so we have this. This is a big one. I'll put that, I'll just put it here. So then we have this nicely in a pile. What we're going to do, this side, I think, yes, we're gonna roll it up. So we have a big roll of this. And then we're going to slice it up into little strips. And that's what the recipe said, and that seems to be like the most effective way to get them into even-sized strips. Yeah, look at that, nice roulade. Perfect. And then, since some of them will still be a little long, they suggested just like cutting them one more time in the middle, or just somewhere. All right, so now we're gonna use our cast iron skillet, which I've been using a whole lot more than I used to. Plus, Dan is a very big stickler on how to care for your cast iron skillet. So he always says, don't try to clean it, don't wash it, because you're not supposed to use soap. He's like, just leave it for me. So I'm like, oh, a dish that I can just leave and Dan will clean because he has a certain way he has to clean it. Score, definitely do that. Obviously we don't cook any, well, he doesn't cook any meat in it. So there's no cross-contamination, or then you bet I would be cleaning it with soap and everything, which totally not good for it. But yeah, it's just the vegetarian skillet. Although he's like, I really want to get one for myself so I can have one and I can cook things on it. Meaning probably like a steak or something. But yeah. Okay, so since we don't have, usually I would heat a little bit of olive oil and then put the collard greens right in there. Because we don't have garlic, I'm doing some onions, and onions will take longer. So I just have, yeah, a little bit. Which one do I want to use? Oh, I have, okay, my tongs, this one. So yeah, this obviously is not the good tool for this right now, but yeah, I just have cooking this for like 2 minutes in a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to add in the collard greens. All right, adding all of our collard greens, which again seems like a lot right now. Oh, it's sizzling. So we're just coating them, we're like moving them so they get all coated in the oil. And then I'm gonna add some pepper, a little bit of the crushed red chili pepper, and then some garlic sauce. Come out effectively from the top. So then that's why I opened the other side, and then of course it all just came down. All right, that's probably good. Last time I had like 20 times that amount. So now we're just going to, this only takes like 3 minutes. 3 minutes to make. Every 30 seconds, so I have the timer going on, we're just going to rotate it around. So yeah, just every 30 seconds. Now I gotta quickly make my salad. Actually, Dan said last time, he's like, ooh, next time we should make it with a balsamic glaze. We have like a balsamic glaze thing. So I'm like, that actually would have been good. So we'll probably try it. But I'm gonna do this with the onions, see how I like it. Another minute or another 30 seconds. All right, so now we're done with that. I'm going to put it on my plate. Did I char them too much? I don't think so. So you basically want them to get a little bit brown and a little bit crispy. And then a little bit of lemon juice. Just sprinkled on top. Ooh, looks pretty good. All right, and so I am going to try to see, maybe I should put some the air on. I'm going to try to see if I can do something with the like stem, or not stem, but like the middle part. I'm gonna try to stir fry these. So, there's too many. I have my salad, and I'm gonna add kale as well. All right. Okay, and add some soy sauce and other sauces. This is water with a little bit of soy sauce. Okay, it's probably hard to hear because I have like the turbo fan on, but I added some red peppers just to make it look brighter, and then I did a little bit of stir fry sauce, and now I'm just gonna add some sweet chili sauce on it, just a little bit. Doesn't look like it's good for the pan. Dan's gonna have a hard time cleaning this. All right, so that was made very quickly, so I have to eat it now. And then we'll see what else I'm gonna have. So we have our 2 different ones. That's the first one, and then this is the stir-fried-ish one. So let's try the first one first. The only thing is I noticed it gets cool rather quickly. It's good. I don't know if I did not have collard greens, would I go, now I wouldn't go out to the store, but like when I'm at the store, would I specifically purchase collard greens so I can have this? Maybe every so often. It won't be something like romaine lettuce that I make sure we have at the fridge all the time so we can have salad all the time. But actually it's really good. I'm good with not a crazy amount of the chili flakes. I actually am. I do like the garlic from last time I had it, but I do like the kind of the onions are still a little bit juicy. That's good. All right, now trying this one. Let's first try just some of this. They're still a little bit tough, but I don't mind that. They actually taste really good. I almost, it could just be the flavor, which maybe I should try doing the collard greens with like a stir fry sauce, like the leafy parts, but I actually think I almost prefer this one. But you don't get as many as those because that's only the stalk in the middle. I like it. Although, yeah, so next time I'm going to do the collard greens, but using like stir fry sauce and see how that tastes. And I still have a lot more leaves that I can still continue to make lots of things. All right, I'm just going to eat this right now and then I'll grab my salad. This is just a lunch of vegetables. I need some kind of protein. I will see what I have. So I don't think I'm gonna have any leftovers from yesterday. I'm sure Dan will want to have his leftovers, and then we'll have it for dinner tonight. So I don't have to have the same two things, lunch and dinner. There's someone outside. Oh, talking to someone else, but they're like 8 feet away. So good job, people. Okay. I like this. It reminds me of, there's a restaurant here, Thai Lemongrass, that we used to go to a lot for takeout, and we'd have Kai Lan. So that's stir-fried kale, and then a lot of it was like just the stalks, the kale stalks. It was good, and it kind of reminds me of this. I really like this one. All right, I will definitely. Now I feel bad that last time I made this, or the other ones, I just threw all of these away in the carburetor. I could have made something with them. Very good. Yeah. All right, eating this, and I'll show you what else I'm eating right after. All right, so I didn't feel like my salad anymore. I've had too many greens today, or at least right now. So I packed my salad away. I'll add to it tonight, and Dad and I will have it for dinner. I don't know. I don't feel like making any big thing anymore for protein, and we don't have. I guess we have like little chicken strips, or like veggie chicken strips. But I don't know. So anyway, I decided just to have a spoon of peanut butter. Getting my fats and protein in there. So Adam's creamy natural. That's the rest of my lunch. Alright, I'm going to relax a little bit before prepping for my meeting. So I have just some water and a cookie. Yay! Okay, let me show this to you. So I made these a couple days ago. And just, why not? Yeah, so we didn't have chocolate chips, but I followed a chocolate chip recipe. But then we did mini M&Ms in them instead. Good. All right, for dinner, I am starting with the salad that I didn't have for lunch today, and then I added some kale as well. And then I have the dressing that I love, the Little Creek vegan Caesar dressing. Very good. So I'm gonna eat this first, and then I will plate up what I'm gonna have for dinner. So for the rest of our dinner, we are just doing leftovers from yesterday, which we did some East Indian food. So we have biryani and then jasmine rice with butter paneer. Love the sauce. And then I just have it's not even a naan, it's just a flatbread with some yogurt dip as well. We had samosas yesterday, but those are all gone now. But yeah, the paneer and sauce is so delicious. The best. So having this for dinner, then I was in touch with the school and they actually want me to start tomorrow. So lots of lesson planning tonight that I'm going to do so I can be ready to start teaching tomorrow. The other school I only start next week, so I just was not expecting tomorrow, but I'm very thankful that I do have that opportunity to do it and have a job, so I'm not complaining. All right, having this for dinner right now. That is going to be it tonight. I've been working on my computer, have a lot more things to do for tomorrow and the next day. But yeah, I am eating a couple mini eggs. But that's going to be it tonight. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.